Among the more than 10 million residents in Los Angeles County, about 1 million residents have experienced homelessness at one point in their lives. That's according to the latest LA Barometer survey, which also found that it's twice as likely for Black residents.
So when you actually look over the course of a person's life, because homelessness is not a stable kind of characteristic, right? People move in and out of homelessness. You might have been experienced homelessness once, but never again. So when we actually try to quantify the lifetime experience, to see that 10%, 1 in 10 Angelenos have experienced that is really shocking.
In fact, it covers 25% of the population if you include those who needed temporary housing at one point in their lives.
We also asked about kind of housing instability in general. We asked people if they had ever lived in an unstable or kind of temporary housing situation like couch surfing or living in your car or in a hotel or a motel. And we find that nearly a quarter of Angelenos have been in some sort of kind of temporary housing situation like that.
The survey shows the majority of residents believe mental health and addiction to be the main factors behind homelessness, followed by the cost of housing, financial hardships, and racism as the other common factors. But researchers found about a third of those who became homeless in the last year moved because their landlord raised the rent. California Governor Gavin Newsom announced this month $827 million in new state funding to alleviate the homeless crisis, with $380 million allocated to the Los Angeles region for homeless housing, shelter, rental assistance, outreach, and prevention programs. Officials vow for strong transparency measures for the grants to see concrete long-term solutions, but some experts believe that it won't address some of the root causes.
This is a political failure. It is not a failure of people who are living on our streets. They're not controlling the fact that wages have stagnated over the last 20 or 30 years and housing prices have skyrocketed. These are structural issues. They're political issues. This is a political failure that requires political solutions.
LA County residents approved a ballot measure in November to levy a half-cent sales tax that could bring in about $1 billion to help fund services and housing for homeless residents. It is Tiyansan, CGTN, Los Angeles.